Well, good morning. My name is David DiCarlo. I'm the Emergency Management Director for Hernando County. With me today is Paul Hassemeyer, Fire Chief and Public Safety Director, along with Hernando County Sheriff Helene. Today, we're here to give you an update on Tropical Storm Helene and what Hernando County is doing in preparation of that. Currently, Hernando County is under a hurricane warning and a storm surge warning for the coast. The entire county is under a hurricane warning, and the coast is under a storm surge warning. So with that, the emergency protective measures that we have in place right now is we have mandatory evacuations are in order. That began at 8 o'clock this morning. That's for areas of US 19, zones A, B, and C, basically everything west of US 19. And then those residents living in coastal and low-lying areas, as well as manufactured homes throughout the county. You should know your home, know your zone, know what your house can withstand. If you need public shelter, it is absolutely available to you. It is located at the West Hernando Middle School, located at 14325 Ken Austin Parkway. We're housing all three shelter locations there for special needs, general populations, and pet friendly. Again, if you need public shelter, it is available. We highly recommend to have alternative plans, either stay with family or friends or at other locations. But if necessary, the public shelter is available. Please remember, keep in mind, the public shelter will not be comfortable. It is a lifeboat. It is not a love boat. However, it'll be available to you. Some other things that we've done, some emergency protective measures. We have sandbag locations that are open and available. They're at Lindis Pedersen Park, Anderson Snow, Ridge Manor, and Spring Lake Methodist Church, along with the city of Brooksville. They have their sandbag location open for those citizens within the city of Brooksville and countywide. We opened up sandbags approximately Monday afternoon, and thus far to date, we've issued out about 14,000 sandbags. 14,000 sandbags. So the impacts that we can expect from Tropical Storm Helene, or soon to be Hurricane Helene, is 6 to 10 feet of storm surge. Please take this information seriously. We're doing everything we can to prepare and get the message out. If you need to evacuate, please do so now. You have time. Tropical storm force winds, the earliest time arrival could be at 4 a.m. Thursday. So we have a lot of time. We wanted to give people enough time to evacuate. Most likely time of arrival will be 11 a.m. Thursday morning. So we'll start feeling the effects tomorrow. You'll have a nice day today to get all your things together. But as we progress through the day and into tomorrow, the weather's going to deteriorate. With those being evacuated, I'd like to turn it over to Sheriff Nienhuis, talk about safety and security of the residents in your home areas. Sheriff?
Thank you, Director DiCarlo. Again, for our TV folks, I'm Hernando County Sheriff Al Nienhuis. A couple things that are important, as Director DiCarlo said, it looks like the weather should start getting poor either early Thursday morning into mid-morning Thursday. So you want to have all your storm preparations done no later than early Thursday morning. And you need to back up from there depending on your particular situation, how long it takes you to evacuate and have your house ready for the storm to come. This is going to be a fast-moving storm. It's going to move through very quickly Thursday. Our biggest concern is the winds start to turn from an easterly direction to a westerly direction, which we anticipate occurring in the middle of the night, Thursday night, Friday morning. That's when we're going to really be worried about storm surge, and that's when the deputies will definitely be out trying to protect property from any looters or anything like that. But I can tell you, I just looked at our computer-aided dispatch before I came to this event, and we already have at least a couple dozen deputies out that are specifically assigned to storm-related duties to keep your property safe if you decide to evacuate earlier rather than later. We do have a lot of deputies out in Hernando Beach, Weeki Wachee area, and throughout the county because we do anticipate as the winds pick up, we are definitely going to have power outages and we're definitely going to have trees down. The extent of that, no one knows. So it is good to make sure that you're safe and sound wherever you're going to be by early Thursday morning, to make sure you don't have to be out on the road in case those winds come a little bit earlier and trees start coming down. It is obviously not safe to be driving. And of course, as power lines come down, you want to avoid those power lines But deputies will be out keeping your property safe. If you do elect to evacuate west of US 19, we're going to have a whole lot of deputies out there, including some high water vehicles, to be able to make sure that we can get, if we have to. We certainly don't like to do rescues because that puts us in danger. So please make sure that if you feel those winds starting to pick up and the hurricane starts moving a little closer to Hernando County, you may want to evacuate sooner rather than later. It is a whole lot better to be inland wishing you were on the beach than being on the beach wishing you were inland. So please err on the side of caution, particularly as those winds start to pick up. Again, the sheriff's office is going to be open for normal operations through today, including our lobby and all of our other associated services. We will probably go down to essential personnel tomorrow. So if you have any business to do with the sheriff's office, I would recommend getting it done today. And then we will reevaluate tomorrow as to whether we will be open Friday or not. So again, we're here for you. Communications will be open, 911 and our non-emergency line. You can call the sheriff's office if you need anything at all, and we will do our best over the next 48 hours or more to accommodate any of those requests. Again, please be safe. Please err on the side of caution. Please pay attention to the weather. Pay attention to the emergency management Facebook page, the sheriff's office Facebook page, the county's website for updates, and monitor your weather channels for storm-related information because it can change at a moment's notice. So thank you, Director.
Thank you, Sheriff. As the Sheriff mentioned, please, if you have storm-related issues, storm-related questions, please call our Citizens Information Line. That is open and available. That phone number is 352-754-4083. Again, 352-754-4083. That is for storm-related questions regarding evacuation zones, shelter openings. Please do not call 911. We want the 911 lines to be open for emergency services only. So if you have storm-related questions, our Public Information Center is open. We have people on standby taking your phone calls. And once again, that number is 352-754-4083. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Chief Paul Hossemeyer to talk about some further emergency protective measures that we have in place pre-landfall. Chief?
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Yeah, so right now, fire and EMS operations are running as normal, just like the Sheriff's Department. We're handling any emergency calls on a daily basis. The biggest message really from all of us is you have today to prepare, make final preparations. Those of you that are in an evacuation zone need to make that happen as well throughout the day. As the storm approaches, conditions are going to deteriorate tomorrow. So normal operations right now for fire and EMS, we're taking steps to prepare and ramp up our operations as needed. So additional personnel, strategic locations of not only fire and EMS assets and the Sheriff's Department's assets, but we'll be ready to roll. But also state and federal assets are already being moved into the region. We'll have a battalion from the National Guard in place in Hernando County within the next couple hours to provide additional support with high water vehicles and personnel as needed, and other state and federal assets as needed as the storm progresses. So please prepare and take the weather forecast seriously. Hopefully it's less of an impact than what they're predicting, but now's the time to get ready, and then we'll hunker down and deal with the effects of the storm tomorrow and Friday. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Once again, Tropical Storm Helene is down in the Yucatan Peninsula. It's supposed to enter into the Gulf of Mexico today. As it gets in the Gulf, it's going to have rapid intensification. It's going to go from a tropical storm possibly to a Category 3, making landfall Thursday afternoon between 2 and 8 p.m. As it passes Hernando County, as it goes parallel and then north of us, that's when we're most susceptible to a storm surge. Again, that storm surge is going to be 6 to 10 feet. It's predicted even higher north of us in Citrus and Levy counties. It's predicted up to 10 to 15 feet. So please take this storm seriously. We're looking at a Category 3 that's going to be passing off our coast. That's going to be pushing a bunch of water into that residential area from Arepica all the way up to Pine Island. Call the Citizens Information Line if you have any storm-related questions at 352-754-4083. Also, if you have an electric vehicle or golf carts, please evacuate those from the storm surge area. If they get soaked with salt water or storm surge, 9-10 months later, those batteries are probably going to explode, and you're not going to have a golf cart or an electric vehicle. So please take the necessary precautions to protect your property. We're doing everything. Life safety is paramount. That's why we're doing this early, give people enough time. I hope it doesn't happen, and I'll take that phone call saying, hey, I was wrong, but your house didn't get flooded, okay? So please take this storm seriously. Again, storm-related questions, 352-754-4083. Please leave 911 open for emergency services only. This time I can take any questions.
How
Yes, sir.
many people are in the shelter?
Right now, I think we have 7 people in the shelter at this time. Shelter's open. We can arrange transportation. If you need assistance, special needs, or transportation, please call that Citizens Information Line. We can arrange transportation. If you need help getting to the shelter, we can help arrange that. Again, that's 352-754-4083. If no other, yes?
How do you subscribe to weather alerts?
You can get severe weather alerts by going to www.alerthernando.org. www.alerthernando.org. You can get severe weather alerts for Hernando County. You can also follow our Facebook page, our Instagram page, on the Sheriff's Office page as well. We'll have all that information we'll be pushing out. If there's no other questions, our next press conference will be this afternoon at 6 p.m. Thank you, everybody. In Hernando County, be safe. Hernando